Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Pokemon Silver. It is I, Xilestar, and today we're going to continue onward with where we left off. I completely forgot where we left off. I'm not quite sure, so when I loaded up the game it says that we have 8 gym badges. And we do. So you know what that means. That means that we can take on the Pokemon League. But not only that, that we can actually take on the legendary of the area. And I forget if we actually got a message saying that we can go get it. If not, let's go and go do that, because that's not going to take that long. So let's go do that right now. So I believe what we need to do is we need to go to... let's see here. Alright, we don't have a flyer. So... we're going to have to go the long way. However, I'm going to double check something real quick. Yeah, we don't have a flyer. Okay. So I'm feeling a little bit better. I still might, you know, like turn off the microphone here and there, but it's not as bad as before, so it'll be much easier. Oh, I have to battle this guy. Okay. Okay, buddy. So you'll still have me, like, pause my microphone or mute it on the video. Right as I'm recording this, I just finished Oblivion mod playthrough. I apologize for the fact that I had to mute my microphone from the microphone itself, but if you've watched at least like a couple of the videos from that, here's my explanation why. I think I've already explained it in for the Oblivion video for the very beginning, but allow me to explain it in more detail. So because I play Oblivion in full screen, I hate windowed a lot. I always find myself clicking out of the window a lot of the times, so that's why I always play full screen. But not only that, I always play games full screen. I never play windowed. The only games that I do not are games like these Pokemon games, and even the Pokemon Essential games as well. I don't go and play those full screen because they're usually not the greatest at full screen, because these like these games in general were never designed to be for like a 1280 by 720 kind of screen, right? Like they were never designed to fit a screen so big. So when you try to stretch them out to be that way, the text like the sprites don't look right. Like, they really look like they've been stretched. Hence on why I don't play them full screen. But for a game like Oblivion, yes, I do. I do play that full screen. Same thing with Minecraft. Even though Minecraft, I gotta say, looks a lot better when you have it in a smaller window. But it feels a lot better whenever you're playing full screen, though, because you get to see the whole environment better than in smaller screen. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, because I have to, because I have a quick button here that turns off my microphone from OBS, it is much easier for me to turn it off and then turn it back on. But whenever I need to go and, let's say, how do you word it? But because, like, I have a quick button for it, sure, during Oblivion, I can still click that button, but it's even difficult for me to know if I'm recording, because there is no indicator on the screen that shows that I am recording. There is a program out there called Fraps. If you've never heard of it, people normally use it to find out what their frame rate is for games, or to take screenshots, or if you've got the, I think it's the free version, it watermarks the video that you can make, and I think it only caps it at like 30 seconds or something like that. But anyway, so what happens is that whenever you try to record with Fraps, it gives you, like, and you show the frame counter is hidden in the video, but that frame counter changes from, I think its default is yellow. I don't know if you can change it. I think it's always yellow, but I can't be wrong. But it changes from yellow to red whenever you start the recording, which tells you that you're recording. If OBS had something similar to that, like to show that I'm recording and to also tell me that it is muted, then that would be amazing. Because that would help me out with a lot of the full screen games, because then it tells me, okay, I'm recording. I can see either something flashed or something is there, but it's not actually in the video, which is amazing. Or even if it does show up in the video, though, I could always just edit out that bit. It's not really that big of a deal. But the only thing that I liked about Fraps showing that was because it told me when I was recording or when I wasn't, and it also showed my frame rate at the same time, so if I was dipping out in frame rate, I would be able to see it in real time, kind of thing. So it showed me exactly what it was. And other times it would lie to me too, where it would tell me that I have 60 frames and certain things, and then, but yet the game felt like it was running in 30 frames, so it was, it's like, don't rely on it for the frame rate that much, but it's a good indicator to get a baseline of where your frame rate is. Anyway, so back to the Oblivion thing. So because I played in full screen, I can't actually see OBS, which is why a lot of the times when I start the recording, you'll see me sort of in the inventory, but with a messed up menu. Sometimes I edit that out, or more than half the time I edit that out. Sometimes I leave it in because I talk so immediately that it gets very difficult for me to take it out, because it's at the start of my me speaking my intro, so it's so difficult to do it. But anyway, so when I go and do that, it's mostly just so that I can see that I'm recording, and then I alt-tab right back into the game. And then when I alt-tab back into the game, I usually go my intro, and then start recording as if, like, you know, like it's just a normal everyday recording. For Minecraft in particular, it's a bit different because of the fact that, like, it's a different alt-tab situation. Especially now that I can go full screen but windowed, it's different. Oblivion, I would love to find out if there is a borderless windowed version. If there is, I would love that. But I feel like that's a mod, or that's a separate modification that might ruin something else, so I'd rather not have that. I'd rather restrict the amount of mods that I'm using, especially for my modded playthrough series, and even my mod playthrough series at the same time, because of the fact that, like, for, well, my modded playthrough series, if it gets too big or it gets too chaotic in the list, it gets overwhelming at times for me to go and want to record. Because if there's like 30 mods, I gotta go through 30 mods. That's why we ended up starting very small with only, I think, like 3 or 4 mods, I think. But none of them that were adventure or quest related or anything like that. It was just my mod, I think, an animation replacer with technically 3 of them spliced into one. I think it was Oblivion XP, and I think there was another one too. I don't remember what the other one was. Okay, can I get Lugia now? Okay. Trying to see. Is, huh. That's weird. Is, World Islands different, though? Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, okay. I'm thinking of Heart Gold, Soul Silver kind of thing, where you have to go to the Kimono Girls after you finish off, I think it's like 7 or 8 gym leaders. I can't remember exactly what it is. And then they do a little dance, and then they give you, well, they give you the option of being able to catch the Lugia or Ho-Oh, depending on the game. And I already have a special thing planned for Pokemon Crystal. I'm just going to speed it up a little bit. So I apologize if it's going to be annoying a little bit. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to heal up everyone. I'm going to go see if I could buy more repels. I think we're almost out, correct? Or am I thinking of the other game? No, no, we're almost out in this one too. Alright. So I haven't really done, I don't want to say much research. I've done a lot of research. But since the last time that like I spoke about it, I have done no more like stuff in it. I'm mostly just doing a lot of the post game, which is mostly just me finishing off catching all the legendaries kind of thing, except for one. Apparently the game was weird. Anyway, anyway, okay, I don't remember which island it's in though. Does this tell me which one to go to? Okay, so southwest apparently is one that I should probably take a look at. According to this, I don't remember what it is. It's been a while since I played Pokemon Gold even. And I have terrible memory, so I'm looking at the guide right now to find out how to get Lugia, and I think that this is just for like Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Because as I said, I think Heart Gold is different. So this should be it then. Why is this island so weird like this? Come on. Oh, I hate this. I'm so remembering the other game in which that the menu was so easier to get a hold of. Okay, so it's this one, correct? No, I don't think so. I don't think we had to head down. Could I look up the clip in which that I actually did catch it? Of course, but I don't want to go do that because then that just ruins the exploration. Okay, yeah, back to Oblivion because I got so distracted with this. Yeah, because I played in full screen, I can't really just use a quick button in order to just turn off my recording. Or in order to just, not turn off the recording, but in order to turn off my microphone. Because, first of all, I won't be able to know if the microphone is actually turned off. I'll have to Alt-Tab anyway. So in order to save myself from doing that, it's easier if I just... What? Okay, I'm confused here. I'm confused here. What? Okay, so the fastest way to reach Lugia apparently is northeast. I wish I knew that. Anyway. Wait. Is there a barrier over here? Oh, yeah, there is. Okay. I don't know where the whirlpool is, though. Don't tell me I went the wrong way. I did. It's probably up here, then. Dang it, man. Wait, where is it? Huh? Where is it? Aw, man, seriously? That's really weird. So, yeah, that's the whole reason why I don't play, why I had to go do that with Oblivion. It'll only happen with full screen games if I am sick, although more than half the time I like to try and make sure that I am not sick when I'm recording, or make sure that I am not, in such a way in which that it will affect the recording. Just right now, I have no idea what's wrong, and I am just annoyed with it all, that like I can't get a clear answer into what's actually wrong, so I can actually go and get it get it cleared, so I can just start recording more often than what I'm trying to do right now, which is mostly just wait until the videos are like almost depleted, and then just record what I need at the time. I thought I had more time with Oblivion. Apparently I did not, so... Where's the whirlpool for this area? There it is. That was weird. This should be northeast. So as we are currently, as of recording, I've heard that Pokemon Bank has now finally updated, so though we can now finally have it, or did I say Pokemon Bank? I mean like Pokemon Home is now finally going to be updated so we can use it for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I am happy to hear that, although I am also going to reiterate what Game Freak or Nintendo said, is that it would be early 2023. We are near mid-2023. There is no way you can tell me that this is still the beginning of 2023, because it makes no sense. Yay, I found an Ultra Ball, a ball I can't use. Actually, how many Pokeballs do I have? I didn't check. I mean, we can try it with 39. I don't think so. I don't think we'll get very far, though. Okay, I have to go down. Go up, maybe. Got a nugget, nice. Is there another way I can go over here? I just don't want to go down a cliff and then just get ruined, right? Like, photo store? Don't really need it. What's this? There we go. No, not pack. How is this closer? I don't even know where we are. Like... Like, how is this supposed to lead you to Lugia, is the question. And then we're back here again. Oh, was I supposed to go the different way? That might be why. Well, we have to go into town anyway. We're gonna go get more Pokeballs. Can I teleport from within a cave? You can't teleport within a cave? That's weird. Alright, let's go teleport when we're outside a cave, apparently. We should be back at Olivine, I think. I healed over there! What? There's no way we went all the way back to Blackthorn City. Oh my word, you're joking. I healed. Okay, well, since I know that I have nuggets, I can go sell them. Yes, sell nuggets. You can take the protein. You can take this. We can't really use X items or dire hits apparently either. So all right. Well, I guess. Oh my word. I'm going to meet you guys back when we get over to Olivine City again, or whatever. Alright, well, I said that I was going to do it, but I ran into a trainer. I said that I would unpause when we get back, but I found a trainer that I missed, apparently. So I want to put this in the recording, and also say that I finally found my first Skarmory in Gen 2. I thought it was a Gen 3 Pokemon. For actually the longest time, because I could only find it in Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald. I guess Emerald. I don't know if it's actually still in Emerald, but I know for Ruby and Sapphire that was the only game in which I could find it. Like that was the first time I ever found a Skarmory, and then I found out that it was so difficult to catch. Anyway, yep. Just wanted to have this trainer into the recording, and now I will be right back, and we're actually in the town. Alright, so we're going to heal at the Pokemon Center game, correct? There we go. So we better teleport here then. Anyway, let's return back to the Whirl Islands while I feel like I have done goofed at everything that I've done so far for this game. I may have just, like, thought I actually healed at the Pokemon Center and probably just imagined that I did, and because I probably remember from Gold that I did, or something like that. Or I healed at that Pokemon Center before I went for the Lugia in that game. And because these games are too close to this to be the same kind of thing, the only difference between the two being the name of the game, of course. Can I... No, I cannot. Okay, good. At least I didn't waste too many steps trying to figure that out. So there's not really anything to be made other than, well, Pokemon Home is apparently being updated. I think it's sometime this week, I think. I think it's like either the beginning of June or like close to the end of May that it's being done. I think it's like May 30th. So, hooray. Apparently, they jumped the gun and said that, oh yeah, everybody is going to get it on May 23rd. I kid you not, as soon as I read that, I literally wanted to jump for joy, but I had to contain myself because I was in a public area and I didn't want to scream happiness because Pokemon Home is now finally going to be updated for Scarlet and Violet. So now it's to get some legendaries that I really want in the game. Specifically Zacian, Zamazenta, and all of them, get them to be working for terrestrialization. I'm going to save it because I don't remember if this is actually how you get it, so. Yep. So I'm going to get those Pokemon all ready to go. I'll get a Reshiram and the Zekrom, or not Zekrom, I'll get Reshiram and Kyurem in there so I can get the white Kyurem, which is my favorite. Between Kyurem and... Well, between white and black Kyurem... White Kyurem. Oh, there he is! There's my boy! There he is! You're gonna be my Flymon! And he's gonna be like, no! I have a legendary, I deserve more! And I'm gonna be like, nope! You deserve to be flying for me. You should be much easier anyway. Alright, Gust. This shouldn't do much damage. Right? Lugia is pretty bulky. Never mind. It's got Recover. I might as well just keep throwing balls at it. Oh, when I backtracked to... Was it Violet City? Yeah. I bought Pokeballs. So we'll never run out. So we go through the long train of trying to catch it. If we ever get a TM for Thunder Wave... Actually, I could check. Hopefully they have a list on here. If not, I can find out. Okay, can I... Oh, this isn't that other game where it allows it to play while I speed it up. No! Alright. Pokemon... I'll just type in Silver. TM list. Here we go. TM cheat. Yeah, definitely want to cheat on this. Not like we haven't been cheating already. Technically, we have cheated. We have a Ho as our starter. But not that kind of cheating. I don't want to add it by cheating. I just want to see if you can actually get it. That's why I'm trying to read it. That's going to do a lot of damage. Oh, no, never mind. It's not as powerful as the one we used. You cannot get Thunder Wave. You can get Thunder Punch, which is good, but you cannot get Thunder Wave, which is very sad and weird. That's weird. How come you can't get it in this game? That's weird. Weird. Anyway. Ow. That hurt, man. Don't worry, we have our own Recover, and I have potions, I think, too. Ugh. Alright. He tried to use Recover, even though he is at full HP. Okay, so it looks like we can't get it. Unfortunate. Unless there's a tutor that allows you to do it. Hey, do you tell me about tutors by any chance? Do you tell me about tutors by any chance? Moves. Maybe? We're looking for Thunder Wave. Is it a tutor? Oh no, it's just gonna direct me to here. Never mind. Wait, this might actually tell me where it is. Here. Oh, I would love to be able to play those games, but unfortunately they are terrible. I would love to be able to play those games, but I can't. By the way, I'm looking at, it says that, like, it's in the Pokemon Stadium games. That's what I mean. I would love to be able to go play those, but nope, I can't. That's unfortunate. Oh my god, man. It's going through every Pokemon in existence that could learn it by word. Okay. Okay, I need a Pokemon with Thunder Wave, man. This is getting annoying. It doesn't even tell you how to get it, too. Like, it doesn't even tell you, like, in the games how to get it. Cover. I would love to use Shadow Ball, but I'm afraid that if I use Shadow Ball, it's gonna get taken down in, like, one shot. Yeah, so it's just telling me, though, like, oh yeah, all of these Pokemon can totally learn it by things, so it's just weird. Anyway. Yeah, I get to bring... Ooh, I get to bring some legendaries now. Ooh. I want to see what legendaries I can bring. They'll just dominate the freaking... They'll just dominate the, what's it called? The, Oh, they don't show pictures. Dang it, man. They're just telling me what they are. Oh, yeah, the Light Trio. It's like, what? No, it's not what I wanted to know. I wanted to know what the other one was. Oh, I could bring my Calyrex. Bro, yes! I freaking love my Calyrex. I love my Spectre Calyrex. That's a fast special attacker and definitely won't die in one hit by anything. No, definitely. Definitely will live. If I ever finish my Violet, which I'm still technically recording, I just haven't really done anything in, like... How long has the last one been? How long has the last one been? Let's see here. A day after I played Scarlet. I'm currently looking at it, and I think... Yeah, that has to be month, because there's no 19 months. So, yeah, so November 19th was the last time that I actually played my Violet. Actually, no, that's a lie. It wasn't the last time I played it. I wanted to see how the other starters were, and I found out that the water starter is very, very weak against her, what was it, her electric Pokemon? So it was, so it got taken out in like one shot, I think, even though it was like 3-4 levels above it, and it was like practically fully healed, and it got taken out in like one electric move, and I was really surprised by that. I don't think I did much. And by the way, these have no commentary because these were just done on my own time. There's only 2 clips, and I think it's like 2 hours long, I think. Sorry, 38 minutes long. I apologize. 38 minutes. 38 and a half minutes, I should say. 38 and a half minutes long. And that's how long it was. So it's not like I've, like, beaten, like, the third gym kind of thing. I think this one, I don't think I've even, like... I think I've just started leveling up the starter. I think that's all I did. Also, later... I gotta figure out when the... can I find out? Pokemon Scarlet... Brain is not broken. Brain broke. It's taking a while to reboot. Unfortunately, the reboot is too long. Almost like Windows reboot, so... Or almost like you just restarting Windows. That's pretty much what my brain is trying to do right now. It's restarting Windows. Oh, right. DLC release date. I want to see... February? What? Oh, it's in the fall... Wait. Huh? Oh, fall 2023. Okay. No, I wanted to know when the part 1 thing was being released. Because from... Was it... let's see here. Let's go with Teal Mask. There we go. Does it just say fall? Check the bundle. Scheduled for release by... That's not helping. That's not helping. Let's see here. Because there was the sword, and if you go with the Isle of Armor, it tells you the release date, I believe. June 17th. So I thought that it was around that time for the beginning part. But it seems like they're doing this, like, they're keeping them together so closely, so it's about, like, a 2-3 month wait instead. I gotta say, though, like, I finished all of Isle of Armor stuff within, like, a week of release. I think, like, I beat the story in, like, 2 days because I was bored, and I was just... But I was more so exploring the island than actually doing the story sometimes. And then I think for day 3, 4, and 5, I think, I was doing the Diglett thing. And then I got bored, and then I wanted to do other things. And then so I would stop for about an hour, then go back to getting more Diglets, and then leaving, and then... And I think the last 2 days, I think, was just figuring out which Urshifu was better. And then I went with the Rapid Strike one, because I liked multiple hits. And not to mention that it broke sturdy. And now that Game Freak, in their infinite wisdom, decided to weaken Wicked Blow, so that now, pretty much both Wicked Blow and the Surging Strikes are now equal in terms of power. The difference now is, like, which one do you want? Do you want one that breaks sturdy, or that doesn't break sturdy? And also, do you want one that can be immune to certain... Or one that certain Pokemon can be immune due to an ability, or not immune to abilities? I'm talking about, like, Water Absorb for their Surging Strikes. And there's probably a few other ones that are similar in nature, too. But Water Absorb is pretty much the only one that I know of off the top of my head. There's probably another one that's like, oh, if I get hit by a water move. Oh, there's also Water Compaction, too. But because Surging Strikes is crits, it just bypasses it. And due to Urshifu's ability of just bypassing shields... Actually, how does that work with the Raid shields? I know how it works with Dynamax shields, which is different. And annoying. I still want to know how Behemoth Blade and Behemoth Bash are going to work specifically for these raids. If they're just going to be, like, increased power or something like that. Because they get more power because of the Dynamax. I think they double in strength if you're in a Dynamax den. Or if the enemy Pokemon is Dynamax. But because we're dealing with Terrestrialization, not Dynamax, How do they work now? Did they change the mechanic a little bit so that it now works with terrestrialization? I just know that it's going to be really funny just to run around with a Zacian in Scarlet and Violet. I'm going to be very happy with that. I can't wait to actually go and start using it, to be fair. I would love to use a Zacian in Zamazenta. And having my two Urshifu in there too would be pretty cool. I think also my Calyrex is in there too. I could go check, but unfortunately, I think the software is turned on. Or as soon as I turn it on, you guys are going to hear it. I have it plugged into my dock that's connected to my computer, so it's going to be loud. Actually, I could see if I can mute it before it does anything. Since right now, it's mostly just updating games. I apologize for the background noise. I actually have to leave my window open now. Can I mute it? No, I can't mute it. Fine. Oh, my Switch turned off. That's not good. Why did it turn off all by itself? Oh, that controller's dead. I have to leave my window open specifically because it gets really, really toasty in here. Very, very easily. And so literally, like, I am actually, like, overheating right now. As I am currently, like, sitting here talking to you guys. So literally, like, I'm, like, overheating right now. Okay, since it can't heal, I'm gonna use my Gust. I want it at least in yellow, please. Ooh, that might have been a little bit too much. And there is no such move as Heal Pulse in this game, so hopefully that is enough. Okay. Then I think next weekend I have to let the battery drain, I think, off of my Switch. So, normally once a month, what I like to do is because I was told by a colleague at the last... or I was told by a friend that if I want my, like, laptop battery to pretty much not go to complete kaputs, like all the other laptops that I had before, I need to drain the battery once in a while and not let it just stay plugged in all the time. So I've kind of, like, adopted that to everything that runs on a battery. Let's see here. Oops. I'm clicking all the wrong buttons today. Alright, let's see here. Oh, there's the shiny Zacian, yes. My favorite Zacian. Looks so beautiful. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, I have like 4 Eternituses because I had like 4 different saves. I just started trading over. Oh, I remember because I went and did all the game with hidden ability. One is from my sword. One is from this shield. The other 2 were from technically shield as well, but they were from shield from a different save that used the hidden abilities of the other 2 starters, Cinderace and Sobble? Question mark? Was it Sobble? I can't remember. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's do this. I'm not going to close the game and reopen it because it just makes the game that much... it just is not good. Here we go. Alright, we're gonna spend enough time trying to catch this while I go realize... Oh, I so totally want to bring Kyrusium over. I remember going through dens with Kyrusium. It was awesome. Oops. And then the Calyrex, or Caltrux. Then I went and caught the Glass Treer, though, too. That was fun. I forgot about my competitive teams as well. I might be able to bring some of them over. I don't think I could be able to bring all of them over. Alright, let's see. What legendaries can I bring over? Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, the legendary bird shinies. So, I did have the legendary bird shinies, but unfortunately, my save got corrupted. Or one of my saves got corrupted. I think it was my sword one that got corrupted. It got corrupted, and then I couldn't go and claim it again because it told me that I already claimed it. By the way, you have a backup save, technically, that is hidden. So that's how I was able to get my sword back. But when I tried to claim it again, because I saved right before I was going to claim it, so I tried to get it back, and then it told me that I already claimed it. So I was like, you're joking. So I lost, I can't remember the order that they came out in. I think Articuno was last. I lost the Articuno. I lost the one that was last. And I couldn't claim it again because I already claimed it. And I was not going to go through it again just to go claim it another one. And I think it was done at that moment. I think you can only claim it after their events are done. So I couldn't claim it again even if I wanted to. So I was like, well, I'm stuck with what I have, I guess. I'm just going to use Gust. Sure, I'll use my Recover. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's see what we can do with this now. I could also bring in the legendary dogs, too. Ooh. Also bring in Regieleki and stuff like that. Well, what's the... There's ones that, like, give you items. I'll transfer those ones first. I think the one that I definitely want to transfer over is Zygarde. I'll just change its, not its ability. I'll change its EV, so though instead of having max special defense and attack, it'll just have max HP and attack. And it'll be even more of a threat, because the only thing that it'll just be is just a really beefy 100% form Zygarde. Oh my god, that would be so terrifying, just seeing 100% Zygarde. Bro, I even had it Dynamax in 100%, and it was insane. We caught the Lugia! Let's go, boys! That's awesome. I finally got the Lugia. It's said to be the guardian of the seas. It is rumored to have been seen in the night of a storm. Cool. Give Lugia a name, sure. Flyer. I think that's what I named, isn't that what I named the Ho-Oh before, too? I named it Flyer. So, you get to be the Flyer. At least Ho-Oh will be better, or easier to get a hold of. Because I think it's just like, what, going up a tower? And going through, like, a little maze, I think. Okay, do I have Fly by chance? Did I remember getting Fly? I did. Okay, good. I think last time I forgot about it and I didn't remember where to go get it. Oh, something else I forgot to get too was the radio thing. I'll go get that too. You can get Root Gust. But we're not going to be using it anyway. Actually, what other Pokemon do I have here? Oh, I also have all the G-Max Pokemon too. Which are just Pokemon that have the capability of G-Maxing. Oh, and my random assorted Pokemon too. Oh, and the Rillabooms. Yeah, I love the Rillabooms too. Oh, I had no room for the Latios twins too. Or the Lati twins, or the Eon Duo, or whatever. So I had to put them in a different box. I'm actually surprised that they never actually gave us more room in terms of the boxes. Like, instead of having 30, have, like, 36 or something like that. I find it's a missed opportunity, but hey, that's just me. Oh, goody! I can actually use that right now. Where is it? Oh, did I never pick one up before? Is that all the way at the bottom? It is. There we go. I could bring Mewtwo. I could bring in my Eon Duo. Do they both have Soldew? No, they don't. Not surprising. Anyway. Okay, well, since we did that, let's go and teleport back to the last Pokemon Center. Oh, yeah, and the original Kanto birds and Yuxi are also here. Yeah, so 36 definitely won't got it. I definitely need like 38 or something like that. Anyway. I think I have my starter on here too. Where's Grum? There he is. My favorite boy. Aw, man. I love Grum. Grum was like the best. Like, Grum was like my first ever Pokemon that I've ever actually used for, like, back when, like, Sword and Shield came out. Like, it was my first Pokemon that I used, and I loved him. I originally named him Grumsley for no reason, and then I kept using Grum instead, so I'm like, why don't I just nickname him to Grum instead? Because I don't seem to be calling him by his, like, the full name, like, Grumsley, so I just ended up renaming it to Grum. I think I have another one. I think I just named it Grumsley. No, I did not. Alright. And Grum has been with me since the entire journey. And the funny thing is that, like, I beat the entire Sword game with just Grum. Just Grum. I think I only used other Pokemon specifically for Raihan because, and during the beginning of the game, because the beginning of the game was not good for grass types, especially during the beginning thing. And plus, I wanted to use Corviknight, so I wanted to use it. But there was only 3 Pokemon I think that I ever actually used during the entire story, but Grum was number 1. Where's the button? There it is. Yeah, that's where we need to go. I think it was Grum. It was Grum. It was a Corviknight. I can't remember what I named it. It was so long ago. And I also had a Hatterene that I only used. Alright, I only used it specifically for Raihan's gym. Because I thought he was supposed to be a dragon type user, so I thought that having a fairy would be perfect. Then I found out that it's not a perfect dragon team, despite the fact that this game has a lot of dragon types, but in fact is a weather team and takes advantage of Sandstorm. So as soon as I found that, I was so pissed. I was like, are you kidding me? I was prepared for a dragon team, but you're telling me no. Actually, I'm going to wait till I get to a fly location, and then I'll go get the radio. Or I'll wait till I get to Kanto. Or I'll wait till I can get to Kanto or something like that. I don't know. Wait, how am I supposed to continue forward then? Do I have Waterfall? Was I supposed to get Waterfall? I don't know. Anyway. Let's see here. Is this the Hatterene that I used? No, this wasn't the Hatterene that I used. I think I named it something weird. Anyway. No, I think I'm supposed to do something else. But yeah, so like I ended up... So I ended up just using Grum throughout the entire adventure. Grum was my favorite by far, so. And by the abilities of like the 3 starters, I thought that Grum was more unique in nature. Because it was the first starter that with a hidden, well, with a hidden ability, right? With a hidden ability to have something that supports the team rather than supports itself. Although I do see that there is a good reason why a lot of people like Cinderace's hidden ability, because it's pretty much Protean. So who doesn't like Protean, right? So do I have Waterfall? I just didn't teach it yet. No. How do you get Waterfall? How do you get Waterfall? Oh, that's evil. Alright, well, I guess we gotta go get some stuff anyway, so. We gotta go get a few things. Yeah. Is there anything else that's interesting in this party? In this thing? No. Oh, I could bring in my Marshadow. I love Marshadow. When I was trying to get everybody to have the Battle Tower, ribbon. I think it's a ribbon. Yeah, it's a ribbon. When I tried to get everybody the Battle Tower ribbon, the only thing that was actually very, and I mean very useful, was to use White Kyurem in the front with, I think it was max special attack, max... Is it max special defense? Probably. I'm not quite sure. I can't really tell from this move, from this thing. As unfortunate as it is, I can't tell from here, so. Unfortunately, this doesn't really help me. We need to go to Blackthorn, but first we're going to go to Goldenrod. So we can go get the radio, and then we're going to go get the thing as well. But from what I remember, actually, I could go check it out right now. I think I have created a fake Pokemon Shield save file that is my Pokemon Shield based off of all the information that I can get. So it's not 1-to-1, but it is pretty darn close. I don't remember which one worked. Oh, this one didn't work. Okay, so it's this one that worked. I could figure out what the Kyurem is. I have a file that is saved that is like almost 1-to-1. It's like a couple things off with it. Okay, I think you have all the things. Yeah, you do. Okay, Pokemon Shield. There we go. You should have a 1-to-1 that's very, very close to what I have. View. Okay, so my Kyurem is... Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I would go with that, but I guess it's because I wanted to do something right now. Anyway. Alright, so while we're getting the radio, we're going to go do this. It's a weird spelling. No. Oh, is it not Marie? I have no fucking idea. I don't freaking listen to the radio enough because I don't have it in my Pokegear. Maybe if I had it in my Pokegear, I would know. But yeah, so max special attack, max speed, and like the rest in health apparently is what I chose for my White Kyurem. And I know that that's not really a good spread because of the fact that White Kyurem's probably not the fastest. But hey, it's fine. Cute. Ooh, I could bring the original ball, like Migirna. That one I have a very interesting spread where I mostly just tried to, like, max out its defenses, but I didn't want to leave its special attack out. So I just put 192 in every, like, in defense and special defense, and then threw the rest in attack. Okay, so I gotta go and fly. And then my Marshadow is exactly just like my Kyurem. The only difference is instead of special attack, I threw it into attack. Because that's my normal thing if I have fast attackers. I mostly just go with attack and speed. I don't look at anything else. I just look at those. You're gonna be one of my attackers? Great. Do you have decent speed? Awesome. You're a fast special attacker now. Like, you're a fast attacker now. Good job. You're a special attacker? That's perfect. That's what I'm looking for, right? Like... And then I have, like, 4 Eternatus. I laugh at the fact that, like, I can see the 4 Eternatus, and I'm just like, how did I get so many? I'm pretty sure that if anybody saw my save of Pokemon Shield, they'd wonder if I was actually hacking in all these Eternatuses. And then I tell them, like, first of all, who would hack in Eternatus? Like, of all the Pokemon that you can hack in, why would you hack in Eternatus? Why wouldn't I just hack in a shiny Eternamax Eternatus into the game? So I can have, like, a god Pokemon on my team. Like, that just sounds so silly to me. Like, yes, I want to have a Pokemon in which that will pretty much be absolutely is, like, close to being, like, god-awful, because I feel like that's exactly what I want. Like, it just seems so weird, though. Oh, great, I got rest. Nice. Where is this HM, bro? What? Where is this HM? I need this HM. It says it's in here. It says it's inside the ice cave. So hopefully it's in here somewhere. I think I remember grabbing it, too. But yeah, then we have the original, like, Urshifu duet, and then I have another duet of them. Frick, I loved the Urshifos. They were awesome. I remember going through all the daily stuff that you can do, like what was it, like Battle Marnie? It was the Game Freak guy, and then I think it was Morimoto, I think, and there was another one as well. I remember going through them with my two Urshifus, and it was so funny just to have like Morimoto try to deal with like two Urshifus, and his entire party is like completely weak to one or the other. The only time that, like, I think at one point he tried to Perish Song them both, I think, with a move. I can't, or it was, no, it wasn't a move. It was with the Cursula. So he kept trying to like curse the both of them, and it's like, oh, don't worry, like literally, like I am perfectly okay with that. And then he just, it's just one of those things where he just looks at you and goes, what? It's like, yeah, like that's perfectly fine by me. Like, you do what you want, I guess. Is this waterfall? Oh, thank you. And then there's also that shiny Zero Aura that we got from that event. I could definitely bring that over. That's pretty cool. I haven't missed one of the mightiest ones yet, which I'm actually kind of surprised, because I kind of figured that I might have missed at least one of them, but I haven't, which is very cool. Very good. So far, the only thing I need to do is I need to finish my Violet. I think with Pokemon Home being introduced, it might give me more of the drive for it, but I don't know. Like, I may just beat it on my own time, but because I have like two different Violet saves, I have one with, I think, a Fuecoco, and I have another one, I think, with the Water Starter. I'll figure out which one is which. I'll find out which one that I was training, or the one that I was recording with, and I'll just beat the game with the other one. Although I will say though, between the two of them, between Scarlet and Violet, based off of like how you have to deal with the end of the game, like when you have to face the final boss kind of thing, I think Violet is harder. I find that Violet's a lot harder than Scarlet is, and that's a real crazy thing to think about, because you think though that like because that you're dealing with robots kind of thing, it would be much easier because you can predict at least one of the types being like steel or electric because of the fact that they're robots. But no, they have better, like they're better than that, and it's terrifying to see that. Like when I was doing research after the fact to find out how close or how like tough the fight should have been, and then I found out that like if you had what was it? It was like if you had to face the final boss phase 2 kind of thing with, what was it? It was like a ghost type, I think, for Scarlet. If you were to face it with a ghost fire type, or with a ghost that is immune to fire, you win. The opponent can't touch you. And I was just like freaking out when I was reading that, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, that's insane. The fact that you can do that, you can wall a boss based off of the fact that like you're using a type immunity and a second type immunity that is only based off of your ability. The only thing is that if the opponent can, what's the wording for it? Suppress, I think, the ability of your Pokemon, then yes, it would be able to defeat you. But that's the only way that it can actually beat you. It can't beat you in any other way, which was hilarious when I was reading it, and it was all Scarlet, and I was like, wow. And then when I was reading about Violets, I was like, I don't think you can wall violets, I don't think. Can you wall violets? I don't think so. I think I could just search up Miraidon and it'll just show me where you can get it. And I think it'll just tell me what you... and I think it'll just give me the area. And I think I can just search it through the area. Bro, the shinies look awesome. Oh, that's cool. You can... It actually shows you the alternate forms on here. That's adorable. That's awesome. No, I don't want to use the map. I want to see the boss, please. Oh, the boss isn't here. Oh, right. Yeah, this doesn't show you that area. Stop doing that. It's annoying. Keep zooming in. I don't want that. I want to... I think it's this, right? Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Yeah, so if you had... what is it? The... Oh, I'm trying not to say the nicknames that I have for them and just actually say, like, the actual names of the Pokemon. If you have... what's its name? Soon as my brain catches up. Ceruledge or Armarouge. If you use them, pretty much the boss in Scarlet can't touch you. Because it has Giga Impact, which is a normal move. Oh, sorry. No, it is Ceruledge. Ceruledge or your starter technically will be immune to one of them. The next move is Flamethrower, which you'll be immune because if you have the ability Flash Fire on the Ceruledge, you're immune to everything. So as soon as I read this, I'm like, bro, Captain Kid can win. Like, literally, Captain Kid could win. Like, it could literally just take on the boss. Just Swords Dance 3 times and then just, you know, Psycho Cut, you win. Like, bro, like, I was so pissed when I saw that. And then they prevent you from actually using it, so it's fine. Yeah, I don't think you can do it with Miraidon. Yeah, you can't do it with Miraidon. Unfortunate. Nothing's immune to rock, which is a shame. Anyway, yeah, so like, but because like because the type diversity of Scarlets is much easier to deal with than Violets. Like, I'm looking at Violets right now, and I am just trying to figure out a strategy that you can do with one Pokemon, let alone, like, with a team of Pokemon, let alone just one. But I think it's doable if you go with Fuecoco, though, for a majority of it. Because I think you can take 1, 2... 3 if you have the move, but it's so weak that it might not be a good idea. And if you're faster, maybe. So you might be able to take down 3, maybe 4. But then you have 2 that you have to contend with, that you have to figure out how to go with. One has your weakness, and the other one, you just have nothing to counter it. Because Fuecoco pretty much only has like 4 different type of moves. I think it's got a Fairy one, which is only 40 base power. It's got Ground. It's got Ghost. Actually, I didn't think of the Ghost, but that doesn't affect any of these. I mean, it's neutral on one. But unfortunately, you can't use its signature move to boost up your special attack to kind of help around with all the others. I mean, you can kind of grind off of this guy with it, maybe. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, if the Dawn Fan ones were in here, I think you can definitely boost off of them. Because I think the Dawn Fan, or what's the Iron Treads, I think? is a steel type, I think. So you could definitely boost off of that. But I think they didn't want you to boost off of it, though. But I'm trying to think of everything else, though. Yeah, you'd have to have a full team with this one. There's no other way about it. Because you need something that can deal with, like, 2 of them. Like, if you just go with Fuecoco, you can deal with about majority of the team. But it's the other members that you don't want to go with. Like, you don't want to just dive in with just one Pokemon, right? You want to dive in with multiple. But I think that... Ceruledge would still kind of help here, I think. Yeah, I think Ceruledge would kind of help here too. Because it could wall one of them, and in case one of your... Because in case you don't want to send out the Pokemon on another one, you can deal with one of them if you give it Psycho Cut. Actually, you can deal with 2 of them. Wait. I'm gonna count in my head with the different type of moves. Can it actually do anything? I mean, if you can survive, you might be able to outspeed it. Okay, let's see here. Psycho Cut, Shadow Claw, Psycho Cut. I'm gonna say Bitter Blade. Oh, we're walled. Never mind. You're walled at one of them because it's a rock type. And you might be able to out-compete it. Like, definitely Swords Dance first turn. Take any damage. It doesn't really matter, because then you're just going to Psycho Cut, Shadow Claw, and then Bitter Blade. Or Psycho Cut, doesn't really matter. Then Bitter Blade that one. Because I don't think they're going to send their best Pokemon out before. Because they're just going to keep it for last. So, Ceruledge definitely could help you out a lot if you don't have the starter. So if you don't have Fuecoco, just get Ceruledge. Ceruledge will definitely help you out. With the Water Starter... Yeah, the Water Starter could help out a lot too. So... if you haven't seen my Water Starter build, it's not terrible, and it does help around with this boss fight a little bit. The only thing is that, like, it's a water fighting, and I think that a lot of these things can counter that. So I don't think I would stay in with it, but it's just me. Yeah, I don't think I would stay in with it, though. I think I would switch out. But I'm trying to think of, like, of other Pokemon that could help you out. I mean, if you get one of the Tauroses, but I'm trying to figure out which one would be better. Is it the fire or is it the water one that would be helpful? I think the water one would be more beneficial. Obviously, if it has Intimidate, because I think, like... Because I think 4 of these are physical attackers, correct? 3 of them are physical attackers, sorry. 3 are physical, 3 are special. And I'm also surprised that the iron ones are not more bulkier by nature. Like, they don't have increased defenses because they're made of metal. Like, I think the only one that's bulky in nature, I think, is the Great Tusk one from Scarlet. Unless Bundle or Thorns is bulky in nature? I mean, is it bulky? Man, maybe, but Great Tusk is like 130 defense or base defense, so it's a lot better. And not to mention, though, that, like, I can also bring in Pokemon from my Scarlet over to Violet just to make it a much easier process. So, not that hard. Oh, Iron Thorns is in the same boat. Yeah, that's weird. That's strange. Yeah, the robot ones are, like, fragile. Or more fragile than Pokemon that are of prehistoric age, which is interesting. But then again, they are robots, so I'm not surprised. But that is interesting. Huh. Oh, by the way, while I am talking right now about Scarlet and Violet, I still haven't EV trained Muddy. I've been putting it off because I barely play Scarlet anymore. I was waiting for Pokemon Home to be released before I start working on Muddy because I wanted to work on other things at the same time. Plus, I have to work on Pixelmon Adventures and my Oblivion mod at the same time, so it's like it's not that I'm so busy that I have no time to do anything. It's that I have so many ideas that I want to cram together, and then I find that I don't have time for them. And then EV training Muddy is just like, it's not high on the priority list, unfortunately. Which is sad, because I would love to have Muddy, like, fully EV trained to the way that I want it. I find that it works out very well for it, because it takes advantage of its bulkiness, plus it also takes advantage of it having high attack, too. I mostly just want a Miraidon. I want a Miraidon. I want a Miraidon. Although I will say, though, that if there is ever a chance, alright? If there is ever a chance in which that I can actually convert my Scarlet save into a Violet save and be able to keep it on Violet only, I will do it in a heartbeat. Like, I think I said this before, maybe, but I'm not quite sure if I might have. Between the two of them, I like Miraidon as the bike of choice. I like it a lot whenever I ended up playing, like, Violet on my own time kind of thing. Well, I say own time, even though I was recording it, but still. Like, even when I was playing it on my own time, I enjoyed using Miraidon over Koraidon. But only in terms of the bike, though. In terms of battle, I find that it looks very weird, and that I wouldn't necessarily... What is this? Sure. Sure. Okay. So I guess those are the free items you can get in the games. Okay. And I think this is a rest area, correct? Yeah, because I just want a Miraidon on my Scarlet right now. And then when it becomes Violet, it'll be better. But yeah. Because in battle, I gotta say that I like Koraidon over Miraidon. But in terms of the bike, like Miraidon. Even in terms of, like, the Paradox Pokemon that you can find, Violet still beats Scarlet, in my opinion. Specifically because of a lot of the shinies are actually looks a lot better in Violet than they do in Scarlet. Like, I like shiny Iron Hands. I like shiny Iron Valiant. I have one that I caught. No trades involved. Just literally went and co-opted with somebody who had Violet and ended up doing it. I would love to be able to go do that again, but instead of co-op over online, be able to do the co-op close in person. So that I don't have to go online again. I would love to be able to just have like 4 switches kind of thing and just me control all 4 of them so I never have to go online again just to do those online raids. I just take all 4 of them out and take 4 pro controllers and just start doing it all by myself. But I know that that's not ideal. Even when I was grinding the Blissey raid in Sword and Shield, it was just me with 2 switches just doing it. One was the raid instigator, the one that started the raid, and the character that I was using to go and grab all the stuff. Even then, I was overwhelmed with the fact that like it wasn't a difficult raid. It was just more annoying because Blissey has like one of the highest shields, 7. And by the time that you get halfway through the shield with 2 Zacians, I think, or 1 Zacian and 1 Urshifu, I can't remember what it was that I used for both. But if you used like 2 Zacians, it still took a while. Because if you Behemoth Blade twice, and I don't think you can turn off animations in the dens, so pretty much you have to see the Behemoth Blade animation all the time, and then just start hitting it over and over and over again. Like, I'm sorry to say though, but like between the two, like between using the animations and that, it took a while. But I got max XP candies. I got max. I got max XP candies. I got max Dynamax candies. I think I also got max Armorite ore. What more did you need from the Isle of Armor? And even during the Dynamax adventures, I got all the legendaries that you can get, because that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted all of the legendaries. So when I got all the legendaries, there was literally no reason for me to continue forward with that. And there was no easy way that you can farm your way to having max of the... what did they call it? It was like some kind of candy. I can't remember what it was called. Give me a second. I'll go look on my shield. But yeah, though, there was no reason for me to go and farm it. Like, I can even... Yeah, like, I overused a lot of the Dynamax candies. Like, even as I'm speaking right now, out of having 999 Dynamax candies, Armorite ore, and all of the XP candies, I have 999 of the extra small, the small candies. I have 836 of the medium, 927 of the large, 725 of the extra large, 968 of Armorite ore, 314 of Dynamax candies, and 949 rare candies. That is my shield. No hacking, no nothing. Just me going through that one raid. Just a bunch of times. And it's a rare raid too. It was a Blissey 5-star raid. So if you see the rewards for the Blissey 5-star raid, you'll see that it's easy to do if you have a Pokemon that is able to overwhelm it by physical strength itself. Like, sure, I could have used Black Hiram, and I probably could have just started smacking that thing down like it was nothing. The problem is that, like, there's nothing that's super effective against Blissey, because there's only one type that is, and that's fighting. And there's no good fighting types that are good against it. So I was like, well, might as well just... Or with overwhelming physical strength, like 160 or 170 kind of thing. So I just went, you know what? I'm just going to go stick with Zacian. And it was doable. Zacians were doing work when I was using them. They were amazing. Like if I had to recommend anything to use for those Blissey raids, 2 Zacians. That's it. 2 Zacians. I think I even got my friend to go and do it, and I was carrying him with 1 Zacian only. and I was able to carry it for him. So he got like 5 Dynamax candies. He had like 5 of everything. The only thing is that it was so time consuming for me to do it for him, because I had to do it online for him, whereas for me it was co-op. So it was LAN. So it was like, as long as the 2 switches are next to each other, it works a lot better. Whereas the other one, you have to use Nintendo Switch Online, and then that takes a while to start up, and then blah blah blah. It takes so long. And yeah, so it's much easier just to do it through co-op. Because with co-op, you have to wait like 2 seconds. Mostly it's just so that way though it pops up. And then that's it. And then once it pops up, you're good to go. There's nothing you need to worry about. You're safe. And what was the other one? There was Dynite, that's what it was. Yeah, Dynite. I never used it. I have 338. And it's been like that for as long as I can remember. I never needed to change it. I never needed to, I never needed to change it. I kept it the same as always. I never needed to use it to go buy ability patches or anything like that. No. Never needed to. The only time I don't think I ever actually used it. I think I just looked at the store, went, oh, those are pretty cool, and then never used it. Because I think there are raids that give you ability patches, I think, or something like that. Or I just never used it. Because all of the Pokemon that you would use an ability patch for, I think I ended up just catching a hidden ability one. And just went, there's nothing really interesting here. So I just ended up just going, yeah, no. But yeah, so I'll try and get Muddy EV trained right now. I gotta figure out what my EV train freaking thing is for Muddy. Yeah, I gotta figure out what it is first before I start saying, oh yeah, I'll totally do it, and then just forget that I was supposed to do it. Yeah, and then Brilliant Diamond I haven't touched. I think I made a video of my thoughts on Brilliant Diamond, and I think that was the last time I touched it, and that was like January the year after I think it came out. Because I think it came out in November. I think like the January of the year after that, I think I made that video, and then that was it. I think that was the last time I touched it. I haven't touched it since then. I think actually, that might be a lie, depending on when the Darkrai, Arceus, and Shaman event came out. That might have been the only times that I touched it. Other than that, that was it. That was the only times that I touched it. I got sick and tired of Brilliant Diamond. What can I say? Like, it was pretty much just Diamond and Pearl. Like, I was expecting platinum-based things to be in there, at least, or platinum-based events, and then I was disappointed when I heard that it's just Diamond and Pearl. And then they nitpicked sword and shield elements into the game. Or they nitpicked a lot of the newer features in the game. And then they're like, it's an honest remake. Like, if you were to put Diamond and Pearl next to this game, you'd see the same game. The only difference is that the underground is a lot better. That's all it is. It's like, what? Oh, and they got rid of... Oh, I can't remember what they called it in Diamond and Pearl. It's not... I think it's not Pal Park, but it's Pal Park if you think about it. It's like close to Pal Park, I think. I can't remember what it is. Anyway. Yeah, so that ended up happening. I don't have Shining Pearl yet. But I'm gonna do Shining. But don't get me wrong. The plan is to still be able to do all the games that I want to. So like Sword and Shield, they'll definitely be on the channel. It'll just be a couple years. Probably 20. Like we'll still do Violet, although I might just make Violet into like a mini series instead. Like I'll cut it into more important points rather than anything else. Like gym leader battles, rival battles, maybe Pokemon that I caught that I would use, and all that other such like shenanigans kind of thing. So instead of doing like a full Violet playthrough, it'll just be that. But Sword and Shield, we're definitely going to do it like a normal playthrough kind of thing. I think I have things that I want to do for that one in particular. Give me a second while I go pull that up. Like, I definitely have some ideas of what I want to do for certain games. Like, even, like, this challenge, like, just using Ho and Lugia in Gen 2. Like, I thought that that would be a really interesting thing. And it is. It is very interesting to see that their move pools are terrible at the beginning, but they're slowly getting stronger over time. And then you start seeing, huh, they're starting to get a lot better, like, as time goes on. Main series Pokemon. Let's see here. Yeah, Sword, we're doing a starter-only run, and Shield, we're doing Isle of Armor kind of start, so that's good. And then, oh, we're going to have a fun time with Gen 7. 100%. And then Gen 6, yeah, we're going to have a fun time. Yeah, so let's see here. So, oh yeah, I'm changing Crystal. I had an idea for Crystal, but then I saw people were doing it anyway, so I thought, nah, it's not gonna be good. Yeah, Ruby Sapphire, we're gonna have fun. Fire Red, Leaf Green. It's pretty much going to be Red and Blue remastered. So yeah. And then Emerald's gonna be fun because it's gonna be fun. And then Gen 4, yeah, I might have to change this one in particular, but yeah. Then, oh, so Soul Silver and Heart Gold, we're doing the same thing, but we're seeing if it's gonna be any improvements. I didn't remember doing that. I don't remember writing that either, so that's weird. We're gonna have fun with Gen 5, 100%. Yeah, then Gen 6 we're also gonna have fun. Alright, so that's gonna be it for now. Next time, I might try and see if we can get more rare candies, just to kind of help us out in the beginning. I don't know why I'm touching the controller. That is not the right way to do it. Because I think we have one, and I think the last time we did it with Lugia, we had like 3, I think. So we might go through and grab a few rare candies if we can, to kind of offset our level. I'll see at what level Lugia was when we did it, and I'll see if I can either closely replicate it for the Ho or not, because it would be fair to see the difference in them kind of thing from that. So yeah, so we'll see what that is. We'll see if we can do that. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, so I'll see you guys next time for some more Pokemon Silver.